This prestigious event is brought to you by King Korn, Mtombo Mela. In association with Boxing World Magazine, we present the King Korn Annual Boxing Awards. A banquet was held in downtown Johannesburg recently to honor the achievers of the fight game. Close on 400 distinguished guests arrived to witness the tributes and the recognition bestowed on the category winners. London-based cabaret celebrity Stella Starr and her husband Bernard Hart were among the guests. After the introduction and the serving of the starter course, Master of Ceremonies Mr. Leonard Neal called on Luke Horston, the Managing Director of the King Food Corporation, to award the first trophy of the evening.
On behalf of Boxing World and the King Food Corporation, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this, the 16th Boxing Award banquet, and it's the 14th.
The Dick de Villiers Award. Reggie Hilmer, the hard worker of the fight game. As a boxer, he's mixed it up with the best. From trainer-manager to successful promoter, Reggie has given his all to the sport. Seldom a man to delegate, he goes about his business with a vigor that is difficult to match. The winner of the Dick de Villiers Award, Reggie Hilmer.
Mr. Bobby McQuetlar from the King Food Corporation presented the next award.
Meritorious Awards. Jerry Atherton, the little man with the big tasks. A well-known face around the rings and dressing rooms for many years. Often the envy of many as he ushers the ring girls through the ropes. Jeff Ellis, a one-time heavyweight contender, now more at home as a corner man and assistant trainer. When Jeff is not in the gym, he's collecting fighters from airports and stations with his own vehicle. Jeff Ellis. Ace Macaluza, one of the few men to make the grade from boxer to referee. Previously a top welterweight contender, Ace is now receiving the recognition he deserves as a top referee.
Currently employed as a senior journalist.
Mike Hughes, also from King Korn, announced the Media Award.
And he has been
Media Award. Jimmy Mathieu. Jimmy has become synonymous with boxing in the Eastern Cape. Since 1960, he has been seen at the tournaments whether they are big or small. As a boxing critic, he has received numerous awards. Jimmy Mathieu is a senior journalist with the Port Elizabeth Evening Post.
During the festivities, the tension was mounting for the nominees of the four main categories.
Well, Jimmy, of course, I think...
Great showdowns from days gone by were screened. In the audience were sport administrators, broadcasters, the management of CCD, and boxing champions past and present. Then it was time for the four main awards. Consulting editor of Boxing World, Gary Gordon, was called to announce the Prospect of the Year. But first, the nominees.
Prospect of the Year. Indicative of the wealth of talent coming to the fore in South African boxing is the fact that no fewer than 4 young men have been nominated for the Prospect of the Year Award for 1992. Natal middleweight champion Johnson Chuma showed skill and dedication to finish the year unbeaten. Transvaal lightweight Philip Halliday was the busiest boxer in the country with 8 impressive victories during the year. Cape flyweight Toto Mokorotlo again proved his class and has been nominated for the 2nd year running.
side, as you can see. Okrolota quite happy to work in close quarters. Oh, terrific left hook that put him down on the canvas again. Remember, of course, that Okrolota is a southpaw, so he fights with the right foot forward, and there's a left hook. Bang on the button. No way was Rupert going to beat that count. So although he did get up, he was very, very dazed indeed.
Transvaal light heavyweight Ginger Shabalala is our last nominee for Prospect of the Year. He won fights both at home and abroad.
Well, there wasn't much power behind that. Oh! Having said that, tremendous right to the jaws put Ali down. And I'll be surprised if he beats the count.
Yes, that was a very...
So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the King Korn 1992 Prospect of the Year, Philip Holiday.
Fight of the Year. Great fights are not restricted to any specific weight division, as was again proved in 1992. National bantamweight champion Derek Whiteboy had to pull out all the stops to turn back the brave challenge of Nsadili Siko in a stirring contest in Cape Town.
Lunging at Whiteboy, and Whiteboy quite happy to stay out of the way. And that Zico puts up his hands and retires. I've had enough, says Zico.
Welterweights Wally Myberg and Sidney Msutu went hammer and tongs in springs before Msutu dug deep to win in spectacular style.
Oh, what a left hook. I don't think Myberg's going to beat that count. He looks badly hurt there.
Myberg went right into that punch.
He's out. Here's a replay. Let's take another look at what happened. Ben got the close quarters. Missed with the right hand in Masutu. And there's the left hook. What a beauty.
I don't think Masutu really aimed that punch. He just threw it.
It was instinctive.
It was instinctive. There was desperation of anything, but it really took the head off of Myberg.
Look at
What
that.
a punch.
Beautiful punch.
And Natal light heavyweight champion Gary Ballard went walkabout for a round and a half before he regained control of his bruising battle with Frankie Minton of the United States in Durban.
Who do you think was fight of the year? I'll tell you. Sidney Masutu and Wally Myberg.
The nominees for Man of the Year. Mike Siegel. The Transvaal promoter was once again instrumental in negotiating world title fights for local boxers. Rowan Gardner of Ringwise Promotions is a new face on the boxing scene, but in 1992 he pioneered the African connection. Cedric Kushner, the South African-born American promoter, is now one of the four most powerful promoters in the world, but he has never forgotten his roots.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Man of the Year for 1992, Cedric Kushner.
Boxer of the Year. Welcome Nita twice defended his IBF World Junior Featherweight title, and although he was knocked out by Kennedy McKinney in a cracker of a fight in December, it was arguably one of the best performances of his career. Welcome Nita. Derek Whiteboy enjoyed one of his most successful years ever. He made the championship belt his own property with 5 successful defenses of the South African bantamweight title. Derek Whiteboy. Jan Batman, Prospect of the Year for 1991. The talented Transvaaler again served notice that he is a force to be reckoned with.
The Boxer of the Year for 1992, Derek Whiteboy.
prestigious event was brought to you